All right guys, this is the new way we're doing the single bed setup. Here's the quick video on it. With the Luroy bed slats you get from IKEA, you get two halves. Of course, you're only going to use one half of the slats for the single setup, and of course put on either side, whatever side you want. Before we used to take these blocks out, and there was a cedar strip that went across there, and you would screw it in through there. We had some issues with it. The wood was cracking, or people just had a hard time with it. So we've done it a little bit differently now. And what you're going to get in the box is a piece of two-sided hook and loop or Velcro, and you're going to get a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch piece of plywood. And how that works is, and I'll show you how to put this together here. Make sure all your slats are pushed up against the side nice and tight, and then you're going to apply this Velcro, this two-sided hook and loop tape to the stick. And I'll put that together for you, and then you're going to apply the whole thing. You're going to put the whole thing down here, and you're just going to tuck up nice against your slats like that, and it's going to be Velcroed down. So basically what you can do is, if you're just using it by yourself and you just want half, you just Velcro it down, or you can just peel it back up when you're using it for a double. So when you get this piece of plywood, it's finished on two sides. Just maybe give it a wipe with some rubbing alcohol. Just make sure it's clean, as well as your Scorva bed beam. You just want to make sure this Velcro sticks. So this is two-sided, like I said. It doesn't matter which side you use first, but basically bring it in, get rid of one half, because what happens is when it comes to you, it's going to be kind of buckled up like this. So just pull it apart like that and apply whatever half you're going to onto the stick. And I don't peel the whole thing off because it gets stuck together or on something else. So basically just kind of do that until you got it down and ready to go. So there it is, guys, and you might get this strip in 3 pieces. You might get 3 1-foot lengths, or you might get the full 3-foot length. It might be a little longer, it might be a little shorter, but you don't need much of this stuff. So just press it in, make sure it's good to go. And so that's awesome, just like that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put the other half of this two-sided down, and just make sure it's nice and tight on there, so you don't have lumps and bumps. And just kind of go down the whole way. Just make sure it's kind of even on top of the one you already stuck down, and that's kind of it. So basically you want to make sure the two are lined up, they're not all over the place, and that'll give you a nice straight line to apply it to the Scorva. So just peel that off. You can do the whole length, not a big deal, and then we'll stick it down to the Scorva. So basically you're going to stick it down, and like I say, just make sure these guys are even, they're not all over the place. I'd give the Scorva bed beam a wipe too with something. This doesn't have to be crazy tight up against it, but it does have to be fairly tight. You can have an 1/8 inch gap, no big deal. And then you just apply this guy and just stick them down through the whole length, and away you go. So that's it. That guy's on good. Just make sure it's really pressed in, and that's going to hold your bed together. So this guy's installed now, and basically just put this piece of plywood centered on this side of the bed. It's not crucial, it's not going to go anywhere, but it just keeps the slats from coming out on you, and it's a pretty simple procedure. And when you want to get rid of it, you just peel this off. So you can just pull this off, and now you're into 2-person mode. You can just throw your other slats on. But like I say, make sure this is clean, otherwise it's not going to stick very well. And away you go.